never move connects, and there it is, the Sith Lord Lightning for first blood, solo kill for Zeka. Kingen, beautiful flash, avoids any of the issues.
I mean, you have flash as Vikla there, you got the shove into a turret shot, but you still don't win that trade if you get caught. If you flash it, great, but just kind of walked up and died there. Really frustrating mistake to make as Vikla here, and that's a Swain getting an extra kill.
Just first shoved in, Rascal with Counter-Strike, Cuz turns up once again. Kingen, no flash, remember. The Umbral Dash, I believe, is on cooldown, so he's not going to be able to do too much about this unless he can run rings around them. Juhan making his way in, but he is going to fall a little bit too quickly. Def and Barrel looking for a potential dive. Blake Caller not going to find it there. Zeka going to be moved closer. 6 to Vikla, and he kind of likes it as Demonic Ascension's going to come through. This is so much damage. And there's the never move. This time, Vikla.
Full potion here, and Cuz is coming over. There's a ward. Zeka has flash, and Kingen's here.
Yeah, Kingen's going to walk on in. Oh no, Zeka! Oh, Vikla just taken down once again. Life infernally chained about him. And it's continuing to be that way. This never move, though, isn't going to connect. Seismic Shove also goes wide. Cuz looks for the ult and is going to connect it here. And Zeka's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. The Ignite, is it going to be enough? The final tick! And that does it. Vikla says, I don't need to travel down this.
Not only
there's the final chapter. So this is the new version of Vikla is going to flash and there are the sit-ins. That is going to be a dead Talia against 3 deaths here on Vikla. Very different to what he's been doing. However, yeah, looking to play prison, aiming me to go off the well, and he finds it. The there it is on Zeka. Immediately, he goes over without getting back. Oh my god! This Swain is bananas! Underneath the turret, it's the time! It's a fast flashes for the strike! It might be to his or he's going to kill Juhan as well. The Jackson is third. They even had the barrels, so they're able to take down the turret at the same time.
Pressing R. On his third channel, he's instantly shouting and yelling. And I think the idea is, like, you guys could rotate over here and they can replace. Cuz comes over to Harold, and he's able to buy just enough time to no rotate. Goes right up for 8 minutes, he gets here, so insanely quickly. Goes as well, and goes for the Apostle with the dash. So it's like this. Unfortunately, the does hit Juhan. Zeka for so long, force flash around. Almost gets hit Juhan here because Jack Jefferson. Plus 2025. They get it from here to this comp of KT.
Yeah, same can be said for DRX well. If they're on the ground, can be scary. Zeka has to demonically ascend. Luckily, it's defensive. Okay, down extraordinarily low. There's a lot of healing as the soda just evaporates. She is so twitchy. Aiming also tries to get that apotheosis to work, but it's not enough damage. And Kingen just flashes on top of him. Russell once again another leap strike to try and escape. Kingen, look at this. He's an army by himself, and now he has a cat. Brings his pet with him, and he's feeling so good. My God, Kingen, that was gorgeous. That whole passage play.
I hate to say it at 17 maybe, but he doesn't die.
Yeah.
And they don't hit multiple targets. DRX are pretty well split here, so when Cuz goes in on the Zeka, he's like, cool. But I'm Swain though. I press my button. Follow-up CC is all on the Swain. Nobody else is touched. He's not touched, Def not touched. Rascal's on the edge here. Juhan blocking out with a Cyclone. He can't do anything. Can't get on the Def, who just instantly pulls the feathers back on. Rascal's like, sorry, I'm out of here. Fights over, but Kingen's Aatrox, he's pushing for more. And this is basically a white make fully onto KT Rollster. I mean, it is just straight up, like, this stage of the game, 17 minutes in, your comp is already...
Zeka are playing so incredibly well around them as well. As Kingen's going to find Cuz here, pulled back by the Infernal Chains, not quite able to get out of them, and now Def moves on up. That's a very dead Sejuani.
Life doesn't have ult, he can't save him, he can't do anything, and I mean, we're trading Baron for an outer turret in the bottom side. Rascal's like, don't worry guys, I got the turret.
Yeah, well,
and there's no Baron fight here without that Sona ult.
Might be able to get a second Drake as well, Wolf. Perhaps that's what they're going to be going for, is the Baron down to 50%.
Pretty much on spawn here.
Yeah.
It's the lethality Xayah, it's lethality on the Aatrox. And all they need is the front line of the Wukong Swain. Depth unkillable. Otherwise, his early game was muted, and this comp needed to have a bigger advantage, needed to have a bigger lead. And they put it all on the line here in Game 5 with this, as Depth is like, Xayah, flash cleanse!
Do you think they have enough vision? Look at that, they watched them walk over 2 wards. They're like, I'm ganking Def.
Flash cleanse ult for Def 2, even if he didn't see them. He probably walks out, doesn't care. Oh, now they're going to teleport the punish.
Yeah, they're demonstrating. These are the wards, by the way, that you were walking on. As Vikla, yeah, he doesn't have the wall available. He blast cones in, Def, Featherstorm to avoid, and there we go. That's a very easy pickup here for DRX, and it feels like they're toying with them. And remember, like, game number 2, it was KT.
14 and yes, Vikla dying. We don't need to watch this or explain this again, but KT, they didn't show up big against Damwon, except in some of those games. And then here again, they showed up in some of the...
Well, Cuz just been never moved, and that's kind of what it feels like. Demonic Ascension for Zeka, as he just says, nope, not happening. And yeah, Vikla, he threw in the wall and got the bad news. Rascal will be able to trade it for an inner turret, so consolation prize is going to be there for KT.
Yeah, and he's going to grab 600 gold. He has Sterex and a Frozen Heart. He's very difficult to kill. He's level 16 now. Yeah, and they will not be able to punish him. He's just going to walk away, but I think this is the right call for KT, actually, even though the Baron means so much, and it is going to be the extra pushing power and prio for this next Drake. I don't think KT could probably fight that one unless there's a huge error on DRX's part for the setup. I mean, look at this Swain, Rylai, Sonya's, like...
Yeah, he's terrifying. He's building Demonic Embrace next as well. Afterwards,
damage.
I assume, like, could be a Void Staff. Maybe he just goes all in on damage and just builds a cool hat. You never know.
I don't think we see 2 more items.
No, I don't
think the game ends before that.
I don't think we should. But Soul probably going to be the next big fight after DRX have done their best to break open the base here and put as much pressure on KT as possible. KT right now doing a decent job clearing out their minion waves, but that's because Kingen is pushing this wave forward. Jack's also splitting on the top side.
Goes top, and he does have teleport, so they have to be careful about any flank wards. There's one you can see just to the left of the Drake pit there that Rascal could teleport to. So he has a double threat here, one on the inner turret, of course, and Jax has been a late game win condition in the past. Just as Dundun, you know, from Challengers. Yeah. You can actually just win the game if there's slow reactions.
Yeah, Rascal hasn't quite hit his 0-7 power spike just yet, but there is a chance. It's Def doing his very best here, but it's the minions that are taking down this turret for now. The feathers being in position has been really important for these sieges, as Featherstorm used aggressively, thereby Deft as they move forward. And
Cuz set up a ward.
The state of the game right now.
I don't think he has any wards. Okay, drops one here, so Rascal can TP onto that to try to stop them on the flank, and if there's a split back here, maybe.
Yeah. Well, the inhibitor goes down in that mid lane. Bounty gold picked up here by Rascal, though, as he takes the inhibitor turret.
DRX have full control over this Drake, 30 seconds on spawn. Only one inhibitor goes down, but still, DRX with a lot of power on the map, a lot of control. Kingen also has teleport. It's not like Rascal has a teleport advantage here. He's just sitting on the top side of the map, hoping that DRX rotate everybody in. They're hoping they can get a teleport out of Kingen or get him over.
And it's a naked base on the bottom side of the map, Wolf. Like, this is exactly what DRX wanted. But now, they need to play it out. Their objective setup has not been their strongest suit so far this series. They have to show us something better. As Cuz going to move on forward, gets that control ward down. Juhan on a flank angle. This is actually very dangerous. Prowling projectile gives away the position, though. Rascal is teleported in. Forcination now completed. Kingen in this mid lane.
The open spot for KT is on the wrong side of the map here. They're just going to try to force it. One more fight, one more miracle.
Yeah, Rascal's going to jump in already, but there is the soul. And Zeka, look at this, flashing forward. The never move, not going to land because the flash does come in. But there it is, the ult from the Yuumi is massive. Life has to flash to get himself out of the way, and they just don't have the damage. Rascal off to the side. Can they get anything? No, the answer is as Def moving on forward. Vikla's going to go down, and DRX will be moving on to face off against Live Sandbox. I am actually just baffled by this series, Wolf.
I'm floored by it as well. Aiming isolated here. Kingen won't hit him with the Q, but they are just going to push it to end it. Got to clear that minion. Cuz is trying.
Yeah, he's just trying to hold on to the minions where he can. The apotheosis
big
onto everyone is massive. Juhan as well going down extraordinarily low. And Rascal dives forward. He manages to take down Dev. But it's as heroic as he can make it in the death throes of KT. They are not going to be going to Worlds this time around. They're going to have to wait 5 years at least before they can get there, as Rascal will finally fall. The Nexus goes down, and DRX make it one step further towards the World Championship.
They earned it.
DRX that I just wasn't expecting for today. And we're going to have to find out how Chronicler's gigantic brain managed to get to the bottom of the result of this series.
Juhan very vocal in the calls here. You can see pushing to end. I almost said the Korean word to end.
Well, that's what they said as well.
Yeah. Just hold the mid lane, like hold the mid wave so that we can end. Aiming tries to set up for a massive turn here with the Jax, and if Jax is there right on time, maybe there's one angle for him to get a few kills, but they just don't have the damage. Yeah. He's calling out that Rascal has no flash, of course. Push the Nexus, push the turrets, I guess, first, and then the Nexus. It's done. No flash, no flash. We didn't win.
Yeah.